Hey Chalk Nation, it's your girl Chalk. Welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how I styled my daughter's hair in a super cute and easy protective style. And everything that you see here is all I used to do it. So with that being said, let's get on into the tutorial. So first off, I sectioned the front just by making a part going across the top of her head from ear to ear. And I'm going to grab my Murray's Edge Wax and start applying that to the section that I'm going to work on first. So my baby asked me to put heart parts in her hair, which I've never done. So I was like, okay, baby girl, say less. Mama got you. So what I'm doing right here is creating the heart. And all I'm doing is using the tip of my comb to create the heart shape. So it's basically like I'm using my comb as if I was drawing a heart on a piece of paper. So it's kind of the same concept. And now we have the top part of our heart done. I'm just shaping it a little more, making sure I really get that arch. And so now I'm just shaping the bottom of the heart. And there you have it. We have our heart shape. That was super easy, right? So now that I have the outline of the heart, I'm just adding some Murray's Edge Wax to make it a little more defined. So when you add product in your parting, it just makes your parts come out really defined. So I added some product to really make that heart stand out and pop. So now that we have our heart, I'm just applying some Murray's Edge Wax to her hair, and I'm going to grab my dimming brush and brush that product through. And then I'm going to grab my comb just to smooth everything together and form it in the way that I want it to be in the ponytail. And I'm going to grab a rubber band and put that piece into a ponytail. And then next, I'm just adding some Murray's Edge Wax to her ponytail just to really smooth her natural hair out, because I'm going to grab some braiding hair and we are going to make a braid. So if you don't know how to start braids, you basically just wrap the hair around the natural hair and then just grab piece by piece going from right to left. And that's really all you do. And then once you get kind of to the end of the natural hair, you're going to split that piece of braiding hair and put it with that end of that natural hair, and then braid all three pieces together going all the way down. So now that we've braided the braid all the way down, we're going to add our first volley at the base of the braid, and we're going to use this beautiful bright orange color on her hair today, and it is popping. So when you get to the end of the braid, you just want to fold it backwards just to make it easy to put the beads on, because you have a nice thicker base. And I don't have one of those little tools that people use to put the beads on, so I'm doing it the old-fashioned way, just by hand. And I'm just using some clear and white beads. I think I put about 6 beads in total. And what you're going to do when you get to that last bead is just use a rubber band to secure that last bead at the bottom. And then that little piece of hair that's left, we're just going to grab our scissors and cut it off. And boom, we have our first braid done. And I did the same exact thing on the other side of her head. And now we're moving on to the middle, which I'm just applying some Murray's Edge Wax. I grabbed my dimming brush to brush everything up into a ponytail. And then I just grabbed a section of hair from that ponytail, applied some Murray's Edge Wax to it, and I'm using my dimming brush to brush that product through. And then I'm going to grab some braiding hair and make a braid. So I'm just going to attach it just how I did the other 2 braids on the side that have the heart parts. And then we're just gonna braid that braid all the way down. And if you need to add a little more product as you're braiding down, that's fine as well. That'll just make your braid come out even smoother. So now that we're at the end of that braid, I'm gonna grab an orange barrette and I'm just gonna put it at the end first. And I love to do 2 barrettes. So the next barrette I'm going to use is a white one because I want to break the orange up. I don't want everything to be so orange, so I'm kind of going with the orange, white, and clear hair accessories. So now that that braid is done, I'm going to do the same exact thing with this next section of hair. We got our Murray's Edge wax on there, got our dimming brush, brushing that product all the way through so that her natural hair can smooth out. Grab your braiding hair and attach that braid. And I know some stylists like to press or flat iron the natural hair before they braid it, but I feel like the hair just braids better when it's just blew out. So I like to do it the no heat way. So after I braid this braid down, I'm gonna do 3 more braids on this one ponytail the same way. So it's gonna be a total of 5 braids, and I'm gonna add the barrettes at the end. And we have our orange and white barrettes. And now I'm gonna add 2 big ballies at the top. So first I'm gonna add a white one, and then I'm gonna grab a clear one just to break up the color contrast a little bit. And now the front of her hair is done, and we can move on to the back. So starting at the back, I just did 1 part going straight down the middle of the back of her head, and I'm gonna part that section in half going across. And I'm just grabbing a generous amount of Murray's Edge wax. Do not be scared to use that product. Don't be stingy with the product, especially if you're working with some thick hair, or if your child has some thick hair like my daughter. You need a lot of products. So I'm just using my comb to really smooth everything together, and I'm gonna put that back section into a ponytail. And with the next section of hair, I'm gonna do the same exact thing. Apply that Murray's Edge wax, comb everything through, smooth it out with a small comb, and put it in a ponytail as well. So next, what I'm gonna do is split that hair in 2, and I decided to make 2 braids on each of these ponytails. My daughter's hair is super thick, so if I was to do 1 braid on each of those ponytails, it would have to be 1 really thick braid. And I want all the braids to be the same size as the ones in the front, so I had to break it up because her hair is so thick. And I love the fact that she has thick hair. It just takes a little bit more work, but it's all good. Anything for my baby. So I just attached the first braid on, and now I'm going to put the barrettes at the end. And I decided to go with white and clear barrettes at the end of the braids on the back. So now I'm attaching the second braid, and I'm going to braid that braid all the way down and put the barrettes at the end as well. And I'm going to repeat those same steps for the ponytail at the bottom. And then that side will be complete. So now that all the braids are done on that side, I'm just grabbing 1 big volley and putting it on the first ponytail at the top. And then I'm going to grab a smaller orange bolly and put it on the one at the bottom. And I'm going to repeat the same thing that I did on this side of her head for the other side of her head. And then the style will be complete. And this is how everything looks, all complete, and it came out so cute. It was super simple and easy. And my daughter absolutely loves this style. She asked for a heart and I delivered, okay? So I'm happy I was able to make her happy and make her feel like mama did that. So that makes me feel really good. And of course she got to transform. So wait for it, and boom. This style is definitely giving, and my baby is definitely giving in this orange, okay? Orange is definitely her color, and it looks so beautiful against her pretty little brown skin. The braids, the fit, everything is just giving. Yes! Twirl, baby girl. Twirl, girl. Twirl. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial as much as I loved doing it, and I hope I inspired somebody to just step out the box a little bit out of their comfort zone and try something new. And trying something new doesn't always have to be a challenge. I mean, you guys see how simple and easy it was for me to do this protective style on my daughter's hair. So I just want to inspire anybody that feels like they can't do little girl's hair or are not sure how to style it. If you need a little inspiration, I'm your girl. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!